Hello, my name is Patrick Nally, and this is my case study for EDL 856, a new role for parents' organizations. Section 1, the case study. A newly formed parent organization broke off from the National PTA to function as an independent organization. During this organization's first meeting, the phrases parent participation and community involvement were spoken quite often. I was concerned because there's no specific details as to what these parents thought was the problem, only that they cited a lack of involvement. The case summary. During a meeting with the new organization's president, he told the principal that the parents would like to be more involved as to what happens in the school, such as parent and school administration would be equal partners, series of back-to-back meetings on 1 to 2 subjects instead of back to school nights. So instead of having it all in one night, they wanted multiple nights. Teacher-parent conferences during American Education Week, and the teachers would need to make presentations for this. Parents want to become more involved in policymaking process. Parents would set up committees for discipline, teacher performance, curriculum, and school evaluation, and they already had accomplished this. Plan to observe school conditions, collect data from students, parents, and teachers. And keep in mind that I'm responsible for the school, so I'm concerned over the direction and the decisions that this group might make. Legal and ethical issues. Legal could be some privacy issues with parents collecting data on students other than their own. That's a topic that's going to come up quite often. A background check for all these parents for evaluating classes. If they're in the classes, if they're interacting with students, they should have a background check. And the parents making decisions without proper training and knowledge of the ADA, IDEA, etc. Ethical issues include allowing the teachers and professionals to just do their job without someone looking over their neck, over their shoulder. Asking too much from teachers, time, and resources. Synthesize. The parents feel they have the right to be as involved as they want to in their child's education. People involved, me, the principal, teachers, the new organization's president, the new organization, and parents of students who aren't in this organization. Places, the school, classroom, committee meetings, and after-school hours meetings. Program, the newly formed parent group, subcommittees, the discipline, teacher performance, curriculum, and overall school evaluation, increased school involvement, and more parent-teacher education days. Review and prioritization information. This could be just asking too much from teachers to do these extra nights and come up with the presentations. Do the parents of the children not involved in this group want other parents to be this involved? Would they rather trust professionals than their neighbor down the street? Teachers may find this a hostile work environment. Again, someone's looking over your shoulder. Precedent for other schools in the area and district. And what does the teachers union and contract? What would they have to say in this matter? So when identifying the options, it's hard to know exactly. There's a lot of legal, especially with the union contract and precedent from the other school district or from the superintendent and other schools in the district. Option 1 is always to do nothing. Option 2, give in to all their demands. Or option 3, make certain compromises. I say parent-teacher nights, but not in school evaluations, data collection. Pros and cons of option 1 would be, of do nothing would be the pro, teenagers continue working as normal, no parent interference, and some parents would be happy about this. The con, some the parent group would obviously be unhappy, and maybe this could be a good thing. Maybe more transparency is needed. When evaluating option 2, given all demands, the parent group would be happy, more transparency for the school, and better community involvement. A con, some parents would not be happy. Again, they don't want some other kids' parents evaluating what their child is doing. This could lead to other demands down the road. Teachers would probably feel like they're being over-scrutinized, and you can't make everyone happy anyway. I mean, once you start to give in, they're going to want more. Other parents, other stakeholders are going to be unhappy as well. Option 3, making certain compromises. I put in here parent-teacher nights, but not school evaluations, data collection. The pro, hopefully this would be a compromise that would appease all groups. It shows transparency without being a huge burden on the teachers, and it does improve community involvement. Con, again, you can't make everyone happy, and many groups would still feel slighted. Could hurt community relations by you not giving in to all the demands, or by you giving in to some of the demands. And how do you determine which to actually enact? How would that negotiation process go? Again, I'm almost against surveys and public forums because, again, if you have 10,000 people in the school district and 100 respond to the survey, to me that means 9,900 are fine with how things are, and I think that number often gets left out of school surveys. Best option, again, I think the best option is option three, compromise. Open up to new, more informative parent teacher nights. Would involve parents in the front of the school year and then let the teachers go about their jobs. I believe you can make a great week of this. Then mid-semester, provide the private conferences. All questions and issues should be resolved. If there are issues with curriculum, that should be for board meetings and superintendents. To implement the decision, again, there's still a lot that you need to know before implementing the decision. For the sake, I'll assume option three can be implemented at the beginning of the next school year. So number one, contact superintendent and district lawyer, make sure everything's okay with this. Meet with the new parent group and ask what they would like to see in the parent teacher nights and have them create the outline. Not only does this give them the power, but it gives the teachers, hey, this is what we need to do, fill in the blank, go from there. All teachers are doing the same thing. That way you don't have one teacher who goes above and beyond. And then the other teacher who does the minimum, which the minimum could just be because she has 4 kids at home and blah, blah, blah. And the other teacher could just be a single new parent who has a lot of hours to come up with this. Give them a template and say, this is what we're doing, and only do this. Review with the teachers and staff about the new expectations. And again, make it easy for them with a template. That would be easy for them to follow. And number 4, schedule these meetings well in advance so the community has time to attend. That overall is a presentation. Again, it's hard to really know, especially with the legal issues, the teachers union, teachers contract, and then how invasive this new parent group wants to be. It is a little bit of a hostile environment because why would you break off from national PTA unless you thought that was inadequate somehow? And almost by doing that and insisting on all these additions, you think something's going wrong in the first place, and I haven't been informed of any issues previously. So thank you, and everyone have a good night.